funny and looking like a miniature old lady. Mia, now I got a little scared. Well, hello. How are you? What's up, right? New set. You see, we're in a bit of a complicated time with the whole coronavirus thing. So, what's going on? Now I have to stay locked in my house for 15 days. If I go outside, they'll basically put me in jail. So I wondered if I need to do anything during these 15 days. I might say make LOL videos, which is what Requena and I like. What's up? The LOL videos, I'm making one right now. In fact, it even has a guest and everything. They take so much time that I won't spend 15 days here making just 2 videos. I want to upload many videos. I'm starting a new section on the channel today that's unrelated to video games. That already exists, but I'm unsure what to call it. I considered naming it my name.
Who is the
Terror?
I don't know what day I'm gonna upload this. So let's just call it. I don't know what we're gonna call it, but it has to do with horror stories. The idea here is to read supposedly real horror stories. I say real because you never really know if they're real or not. The idea is to entertain ourselves for a while and have fun so we can get through this fortnight, this quarantine, as entertained and amused as possible. I've already gone and found 2 stories. I looked for several, but I printed out 2 that I haven't even read yet. I just saw the titles and thought, well, maybe these could work. But honestly, I haven't actually read the stories, so this video could be really good and really scary, or it could be crap. So I'm gonna grab my book of stories.
Horror.
Okay, hold on, I have to find the page. Here it is. Let's do it again.
Book of horror stories.
The first story is called, oh, I'm all dazzled, I have 500 lights on. The first story is called,
Don't look under the bed.
Don't look under the bed was the advice that Tomas remembered from his older brother. Because there were monsters under it. Well, I already ruined it. Because, let's do it again because there were monsters under it. Strange creatures looking for curious children to taste or kidnap kids. This is bullshit. I should have read this story before. Isn't this real? Well, let's see what happens. How does he still hope to use it as a pet in the dark world? With a warning like that, it kept things at bay. I can't see anything. No, guys, I'm gonna cut this video here because it's a lie. Let's start again with a warning like that. It kept things at bay and of course very scared. Tomas, do you remember his name was Tomas? He would ask someone to go with him to the foot of the furniture. Or he would run past, jumping from as far away as possible, trying to avoid something. Do you ever get scared at night that something might touch your feet? I get nervous if my feet aren't covered, like someone might suddenly touch me. One night, after moving around a lot, the blanket slipped off. And when he tried to pull it back up because of the cold, it seemed stuck. On the second try, he pulled so hard that whatever was holding the blanket came up with it. It was a funny little woman who looked like a miniature old lady. Oh, guys, now I'm getting a little scared. This lady was hitting the boy, so he would let go of the blanket, but instead of hurting him, she was tickling him, since she was using a tiny branch that served as her cane. After a while of struggling, they reached an agreement. Tomas gave her the blanket, and the little old lady happily went under the bed. Next morning, the boy started leaving objects and food under the furniture for when he saw her again. What he had left there was no longer there. But days later, when he looked, he would find an object or some strange craft that the boy happily kept. You could say they became friends, and that's why, at night, the old lady would come up to tuck him in. When the older brother noticed the boy's ritual, he wanted to see what was under the bed, so he lifted the sheet, and there was that horrible thing, full of teeth. With hundreds of tentacles moving, trying to catch him, the boy tried to run, but the monster had already caught him, pulling him into the dark world. I've never believed in monsters living under the bed, and now even less so. Only what you deserve awaits you there. That's why you should be good. This horror story is bullshit, guys. Sorry, that's just, it's crap. I mean, horror stories should be about ghosts, not monsters. What garbage. Oh, sorry guys, this is the worst video in the world.
No! Around the mountains! Get it through!
I should have checked it first. The thing is, if you read it, now it's actually nighttime, like it's 12:15 at night. The idea was for it to be scary, but this didn't scare me. Well, just in case I have another one, if this story doesn't work, I don't know. So hello, I won't remake the video. What a mess. I think I should just go back to making LOL videos. Guys, bye, see you. Oh my God, let's see if this horrible microphone is recording. Well, let's go with the next story. This one is called Dangerous Road. No matter how much I refused to attend Aunt Edith's third wedding, in the end, I had no choice but to accept. I didn't have enough time to get there. I just didn't have enough time. Oh my God, I can't read. I didn't have enough time to get there after leaving work. So I took the fastest route, even though it was also the most dangerous. The road was deserted. Only someone half crazy would travel through that mountainous terrain at night, in the middle of a snowstorm. Sorry, every time I passed through a small town, I thought about staying and not going to the annoying event. But then I would have to spend my life listening to my mother's daily complaints. And that scared me more than skidding with the car on the asphalt. There were only about 45 minutes left before I got there when my car stopped like that, just like that, leaving me stranded in the middle of nowhere. I took out my phone to call someone to come pick me up, but I had no signal. I felt a bit of relief. I was finally free from the commitment, and it wasn't my fault. They couldn't argue that I didn't try. In a few seconds, the windows fogged up. The cold was tremendous, but I had to get out and push the car off the road. That's when I realized I was in the middle of a town I hadn't noticed because it was completely unlit. So after moving the car, I set out to find a better shelter. None of the doors I knocked on got any response. My blood was starting to freeze, so I turned around to go back to the car, and that's when I saw her. She was standing next to my car, motionless, staring at me. She was wearing a white nightgown and was barefoot on the cold snow. She didn't respond to my greeting, so I assumed something had happened to her, and I quickly walked over to help her. As I got closer, I started to see her more clearly. Her clothes were dirty, her hair was messy, and her eyes were not alone. Huge, dark, and empty sockets were enough reason for me to run away from there. However, my body didn't agree, but it refused to respond to my impulses, leaving me stuck in the snow. As she came closer to me, raising her arms, screaming and shrieking like a mortally wounded animal, I thought my days were over. Her hands, colder than the snow, pressed my neck with superhuman strength. I could barely see them in front of me, and I was about to lose consciousness. But a strong light suddenly shone, clearing the darkness from my eyes. When I was finally able to see clearly, that horrible woman had vanished, and behind the blinding light came an old man. Oh, first one thing and now an old man, scolding me for traveling in such conditions along enchanted roads. And I used to think people avoided them only because of the dangerous curves and cliffs. The horror stories, like I picked the worst ones there were. Oh, let's see how it goes. I'm gonna edit this video, let's see how it turns out, and I'll upload it. I wanna try new things, like spending more time in front of the camera. That's what I've been doing lately. I'm fed up with everyone. I'm tired of this shiki community that's full of kids insulting what it always was. But I don't know, now I just don't have as much patience, so I said, should we do something different? I know my channel is about LOL, but well, I want to try doing new things too. So guys, well, if you liked the video, please share it. It helps me a lot. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the bell so you get notified when I upload a new video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye! I always do this. Bye!